What's up guys, so today we are at the Zalze Golf Club in Stellenbosch. What's up again guys, weather was shocking yesterday so I actually didn't get to test these out. But today we're here at the River Club and I'm super excited to give these things a go. So the first thing you probably think of when you think of Cleveland is wedges. And in these wedges they've kind of tried to improve the consistency of the wedge. And this will be in all regards in terms of spin, distance, control, feel. So some of the new tech in these wedges is that they've moved the weighting around to try and increase the MOI, and they've also shifted the CG more to the center of the club to give you more consistent strikes, which is really cool. And then they've also got the zip grooves in, so these grooves are deeper and there's 2 more on every wedge, so they've trying to kind of increase the chances of it having consistent spin coming out. So there's one really bit of exciting tech in this club, and that's that they've given it a measured time blast of heat. And basically when you look into that, it just tries to improve like the durability of this wedge in the long term so that it will perform like an RTX ZipCore for a lot longer, and all those other features will kind of benefit from that. So let's look at one of the major aspects of this club, and that's price point. Currently, these bad boys are going for about 2,500 Rand. That's at the pro shop in the Golfers Club, so they're still pretty hot and new on the market. So what's very cool about these clubs, and that I kind of like, is this whole consistency vibe that they're going for, and that's kind of what I'm looking for in my golf. I'm looking to make my golf a bit easier and just to try and make it as consistent as possible. So I'm very excited to test these out and give you guys like an honest opinion from just a normal golfer. So let's see how this performs compared to what it says on paper. So in terms of looks, I think there's something for a lot of different golfers. There's the classic kind of tour satin look, and then what really gets me excited is this stealthy black wedge. Oh, it just looks unreal. So let's quickly get a side-by-side of just how these kind of wedges have evolved from what they were. So with me to test, I have the full, the mid and the low grind. So I get to kind of give you guys a review on the grinds in terms of what would work for me. It's very cool, and it's nice that it kind of caters for a lot of different golfers. So from my understanding, the low grind is more for firmer conditions, more shallow angle of attack, and also if you want to open and close the face quite a lot. So that's quite a cool option to have in the bag. The mid grind's more of an all-around wedge, and it's also for a bit more of a neutral angle of attack and conditions that aren't too firm or too soft. Then we got the full grind, which is for softer conditions, steeper angle of attack, and also really good out of bunkers in the rough. So quite a cool option to also have in the bag. So I definitely recommend having a look at the grinds, maybe even going for a fitting to see what grind works for you, because I mean your short game is so important. You might as well put a lot of time and effort into your wedges like you would your driver or your irons. All of these are 56 degrees, so firstly we're going to be trying out the full grind. Let's see how it goes. So first up, honest opinion, me and the full grind don't get along. Let's try out the mid spin and see how that goes. Mid spin, whole new ball game. That was unreal. I mean, the kind of ball flights I was getting out of it was so consistent, and if I wanted to hit it a bit higher I could, and if I wanted to like kind of hit a bit more of a penetrating shot I could. A lot easier to maneuver and kind of open and close the face, which was nice. And just the look behind the ball, I felt like really confident behind it. The turf interaction was really nice. Let's try out the low ground. The low ground I enjoyed, but I just found that I like the mid spin a lot more. Long shots with this mid-spin wedge have also been pretty ideal. Like, I feel like I've been able to get it up there quite easily, and I get what they're saying about the whole consistent thing. It feels like it's a lot more consistent in terms of what's going on. Obviously my swing plays a big factor in that when it doesn't go to plan. To further testing, this mid-spin's pretty much been ideal for me. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. The look behind the ball is unreal. I kind of like the black, it's quite stealthy. The black is wearing just a little bit though. I think that happens with all black finishes. But just the kind of confidence behind the ball and the feel, it's quite soft. I found it a lot easier to control my distances. I found it a lot easier to control kind of my flight. The full grind was horrendous for me. I didn't like it at all. The low grind I enjoyed, but I just found that I like the mid-spin a lot more. Extra info, this does have the dynamic gold spinner shaft in it. Okay, cool. So we've gotten started with the testing, and now Ethan Chetty's joining us.
How's it, guys?
We're gonna get another perspective on these wedges, just so that it's not me speaking about them the whole time. So yeah, what's your first initial kind of impressions of the club?
Well, I really enjoy the look. I mean, compared to all the Cleveland wedges I've had in the past, I certainly believe that these are the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I'm really excited to see the feel, especially to test out all the grinds. So let's see how these toys do.
Okay, cool. So what's your final thoughts on the low spin?
Low spin wasn't my favorite. I mean, the cons were a bit of inconsistency with distance. Like, you're hitting the same shot, but your dispersion's like quite far.
Yeah.
Mid spin was perfect. I mean, I was getting each one to the distance I wanted. Ball flight was really nice. I didn't even have to hit it hard at all. I mean, the full grind, pretty much similar. I mean, it was the first one I tested out, but I enjoyed it. Could play all my different shots. I did have to cream it a bit to get it to that full distance, so overall I think I would choose the mid grind as well.
Yeah, so we literally went like opposite ways. I liked the low grind more, he liked the full grind more, but then we both ended up in the mid grind. So I think it's just a more of a general wedge for like a normal golfer.
100%.
So we're gonna move on and try some different lies. We've done full shots, we've done short shots. I mean, it's been really good so far, so I hope it can kind of prove just as good out of different lies and maybe a bunker shot or two.
Let's get it.
Right, send me off. Next holiday, where are we going? Man's bags
Go
are
away
packed.
for the weekend. Like that's decent.
That was pure.
Yeah.
That was right in the middle. Came out nice.
What do you think about it out of the rough so far?
It's pretty decent, I won't lie. Got it out of some pretty doggy lies.
I dig it. It's been good. Good out the rough, gets through it quite easily. Can't really test spin, but let's go to Mowbray and quickly have a look there. That's good, Yeah.
Full grind bunkers, 100% dude. 100%.
How's it, guys? I just wanted to quickly jump in and announce the winner of the last competition from my last video. The winner is Calvin Wilson, so well done, and the Titleist cap's yours. Just pop me a message on any of my social media pages and let's make it happen. Let's get that hat to you. The Cleveland RTX ZipCore wedges were unreal to test. Really enjoyed them. They're really good wedges, but yeah, with that price point currently, the SM7s are doing a pretty decent job, so I would put them in the bag, but currently I'm pretty happy with my SM7s, so yeah, let you guys get back to the video. Okay, big thanks to Chetty for being on this video. we're going to be doing, just to finish it off, I've challenged him to closest to the pin for 2 holes at the Mashie.
$50, eh?
Yeah, 50, yeah, okay, jeepers, there we go. Jeepers, confidence. And yeah, okay, we've changed it. Well, I've changed it. We're going to do one hole closest to the pin. Everything's on this one shot.
Mike's sponsored me with the little Schickson Z-Star. Reason why it's number 1, obviously gonna win this little closest to the pin challenge.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
It's looking good. I just don't know about the distance. Yeah, he's all over it. Jeepers, he's put the pressure on.
Oh, that looks good. Little long on the green, nothing to complain about.
Gonna have to buy some drinks today.
Oh,
There's been
love
level
it.
2.
Love it.
So, I think we've worked it out. Number 1, did take it.
Of course, obviously.
Lucky number 2, but I did come second. Look how close that is.
It's about a 6-footer.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I put it a lot closer to the back. I mean, the gym routine, extra stiff shaft, you know.
Standard.
Cool, man. So, big thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm actually at Durbanville Golf Club now at the Cleveland launch day for the ZipCore wedges. So, yeah, it's actually been quite a vibe. Very cool setting here. And yeah, please remember, if you dig that video, smash that like button. Let's get down in the comments below and talk about wedges. I mean, those ZipCore wedges, I really enjoyed them. And yeah, remember to subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And I'm gonna get back down there. Check you guys soon. Cheers.